back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So let's talk about why you should stop doing spousal things if you are not a spouse. And notice that I said spouse because men go through this too, ladies. Not just, we like to talk about don't be a wife before you're a wife. We got to be honest and real across the board. Stop doing spouse type things if you're not a spouse. Meaning, if you're not a husband, stop trying to act like a husband. And if you're not a wife, obviously, stop acting like a wife. Did you hear me? See, the problem is a lot of people are getting caught up in these extremely long dating phases, and sometimes they end up with nothing. Doesn't that sound awesome? Doesn't that sound great? Isn't that what you want to do with your life? No, it's not. So if you are marriage minded, you're saying that this is what I want, male or female, make sure that you're not being a spouse before you're actually a spouse. Because people will take advantage. People, just how a man won't buy the cow when they get the milk for free, it's the same for the women. Women will not purchase the cow if they're getting the milk for free too. I mean, I know that it's not our job. It's just easier to say it from the man's standpoint because it's not our job to propose to a man, obviously. But we won't push marriage or we won't marry you. Sometimes women will get proposed to and a woman will say, no, I'm not ready, and make a lot of excuses. But yes, she'll still want to be in that relationship and benefit from you. She'll still want you paying for her bills, taking her out all the time, buying her nice things, treating her like the queen of your life, not talking to nobody else. She wants you all for herself, but meanwhile, she could be having her hookups, still out here looking for other people, looking for what she really wants. Because maybe you're a nice person and she likes you, but you're just not it. You're just maybe something else. She feels like she can do better. Just like a man. A man, obviously, whenever we're in those relationships, in those situations, it's easy for him to still be like, I still feel like it's something I'm missing. Maybe she's not quite the woman that I want. It comes from both sides. It's not a gender thing, although we hear it more when it comes to a man doing that to a woman, a man stringing along a woman. We don't talk too much about women stringing along men. I think a lot of times it comes from embarrassment from men. I honestly do. And men these days, they don't have a safe space to be able to tell their stories. So I believe it's about the same. It's about neck and neck. I really do. Because I've personally known women who have played the game on men. And of course, I know men that done the same thing. So in my opinion, I say it's about neck and neck. It's easier for the woman to talk about her feelings because we have a platform all the time, everywhere we go. It's okay for us to talk about our feelings and nobody judges us. But a man, first of all, that's really embarrassing. I mean, it's embarrassing for a woman too, but it's almost so normal nowadays. It's like we just huddle together and, oh, that happened to you, that happened to me too. But man, it's an ego thing. I couldn't imagine being a man and then knowing that I'm, giving this woman princess treatment and trying to, be faithful to her, even though I know that's probably extremely hard for a man to do. And I'm doing it for this woman, and then I find out that she's playing me. I mean, it's hard for a woman, trust me. I'm not saying it's easy for us, but that's even worse. So, in my opinion, just cut it out. Have limits to your relationship. Have limits on how long you're going to just stay in this dating phase. And then have limits as far as what you two are comfortable with doing, in my opinion. And I haven't done this yet because every relationship I've been in, I've lived with my partner. But moving forward, the standards I set for myself now that I'm older, wiser, and I know what I want, I don't want to play them games. I don't want to make things comfortable. I don't want to make a comfortable nest for anybody. And I don't want myself to get comfortable because if it is something in that relationship that I'm like, you know what, I do not want to deal with this. I cannot see myself marrying this person. I do not want to be in this person's life for a long time. I want to be able to to say, you know, this is just not the relationship for me. I know when I'm living in home with somebody, it's a lot harder. That's when you mixing things. It's almost like a marriage. You guys are tying everything together. It gets comfortable. And then of course you think about long term, like, what are we gonna do now? How am I gonna break this off with this person when this person supplying me all kinds of things that I enjoy doing? I like being there, even if we're doing 50-50. I know, ladies, you don't like to hear that. But even if we're doing 50-50, it's saving me money. Like, do I want to get out here and start doing it on my own? And it's just so many things that we start to think about, and it holds us back, you know. And from a man's standpoint, I guess I can say, I don't know. But, you know, he probably thinking, you know, do I really want to go without having somebody there, a feminine energy there for me? Someone cooking and cleaning and, you know, being there for me when I'm low and I don't have no one else to talk to. I could have my woman here to talk to me and listen to me and things like that. Do I really want to lose that? Even though he may feel like she's not the one. And so we're in these long, exaggerated relationships with people that we don't even truly want to be with. And then it ends up being where you feel forced to get married to the person, or you keep on making up excuses, dragging it out, or you end up having completely shattered that person's life and their hopes on love by breaking the relationship off when she or he is no longer taking excuses. Either we're getting married or it's over, you know. And so we really have to be mindful of that. Know that when you're trying to be in a serious relationship with somebody, that's fine. But combining everything, living together, you know, shacking, sleeping together, fornication, soul ties. You know, there's so many other things that come into, you know, just combining your life. If you're going to live like you're married, you might as well do it. So do you want to marry the person or not? Because you truly do want to get married. It ain't going to be long. You know, you might say like, girl, I'm not about to be dating nobody forever. And then, you know, we're not living together. We're not having sex or whatever it is. But I'm just saying, if this is what you want and if you want to do things the right way, don't live together. Don't put all your things together. Don't share bank accounts, because some of y'all do that. Don't be paying for big expenses. Like, it's okay to buy your partner something. It's okay if you're a man or if you're a woman saying, hey, you know, I'm falling behind on the bill or two. Can I get some help? That's okay, because you guys are in a relationship. But something constant, you know, like going out buying him all these Jordans or buying her super expensive, you know, clothing, shoes, makeup, all this stuff. You got to be careful with it. Or, you know, or paying her bills. And some women pay the man's bills, paying each other's bills. You know, just don't become the person that is the placeholder. Don't become the convenient person. You know, limit yourself. Okay, this is how much I'm willing, this is as much as I'm willing to spend while you're just my girlfriend or while you're just my boyfriend. Once you're my wife or my husband, yeah, you know, then we can go above and beyond, because then we belong to each other. We are one with each other. So yeah, what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. But get to a point where you are paying attention to that. Just don't move so fast, because that's how I feel like a lot of people are so bitter today, because we get into relationships and then we do that. We start acting like husbands. We start acting like wives. And then the relationship isn't the one for us and it does not work. Then all of a sudden, oh, love sucks and I hate love. I'm just going to go out here and play everybody. But you could have avoided that if you would have slowed down. Because if that's really the person for you, you can move like a snail and it's still going to be the same person for you. They're still going to be there. Stop trying to lead with money and sex and, you know, and just giving all your time and attention to somebody just in hopes that they're going to stick around, because that's not necessarily the truth. And even if they did, if they're still not for you, they still can go out here and play you. Ring and all. Commitment to you and all. So just pay attention. Take y'all time. Believe me, if both of you are on the same page and you truly want to get married and things, it is not going to take you that long before you're going to end up married. I promise. I promise. But don't let nobody play with you. And you don't be playing with nobody. Because people out here crazy for real. But y'all let me know what you think. We'll keep the conversation going. All I ask is that you're just polite and courteous in the comment box, because we are not here to be negative Nancy's and negative Pauls and being rude. And, you know, everybody has an opinion. This is just my opinion. I'm open to hearing your opinion. And we don't have to be nasty about it. We can just talk about it. Just let me know what you think. Let me know your experiences, or if you understand where I'm coming from. And we will keep the conversation going from there and talk next time. Bye.